Good news, everybody. It's time of the season for barbecuing. Now, if you're like me and you live in an apartment, that means you can't be cooking shit because your landlord will flip off when you light everything on fire. But I got this recipe for making ribs that doesn't involve any kind of flame, and you make them in a freaking crock pot. Now, it's a couple of days long process. The first day you're going to want to do what we're doing now. And that is fucking slice them up and salt them down. I'm gonna need some paper towels. Right here. So we're gonna get some paper towels. I'm gonna pat this bitch dry. Oh yeah, look at all that blood. That's good. That's where all the flavor is. Just like that. Now this is about 3 pounds of ribs, maybe. $2.99 a pound. Yeah, it's about 3 pounds. So, you're going to want to get the shit from the butcher shop. There we go. Yeah, you're going to want to get the shit from the butcher shop because the stuff that comes pre-packaged comes kind of like in a half-assed, moisture added bullshit. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do it like this. Let's chop them up into little chunks. Now, motherfucker. Alright. It's going to get a little harder when you get here because the ribs are kind of doubled up on each other. There we go. And we got, oh, this is meaty as shit. I'm going to split this up into two. And if you want, you can chop a rib off. See if God is willing to make you another Eve. Of course, it might be a pig Eve, and that's fine because pigs have almost identical physical structure when it comes to their punani's as humans do. What the fuck was that noise? Right. So we just chopped them up, pour a little fucking salt on them. What we're trying to do is get all the moisture out of this, and it'll make sense in a minute. And by in a minute I mean video time, because it's going to be overnight for me. I'm going to salt the shit out of them, front and back. I'm going to leave the silver skin on. That's that thick membrane on the bottom, because by the time you're done with this recipe it's going to be the only fucking thing holding the ribs together anyway. Come on, you bitch. There we go. So we got salt and pepper. Finally got a pepper grinder. You want to go with the fresh stuff. Hopefully the pepper will kind of give it a little bite the day before, just let it soak together. Mother bitch, come on. Pepper grinders suck. The hardest part of this is not sneezing on the fucking thing. Alright, so I may have stolen a pepper grinder from a restaurant. That's why it's half full, and that's why it's broken. Alright, so got them all peppered up. What we're gonna do is put these fucking things in the fridge for about 12 hours or so. And after 12 hours, we'll get to the rest of the shit. You don't really have to do this part, but I find that the meat absorbs more water. Or, well, not water, but more of the flavoring when it's got the chance to age a bit. Age, of course, being a polite way of saying drying the fuck out. 3, 4, 5. Alright, so 5 pieces of rib. Right, meow. I'm gonna put these fucking things in the fridge. Right, fuck, no room. Just jam it in there. Don't even spit on it. Wash hands. And that should be it for this one. I'll see you all tomorrow, and you'll all see me in about 5 seconds. Uh-oh. Welcome to day 2 of the Ribtacular. So, in our last exciting installment, I salted and peppered the fuckers, and I threw them into the fridge overnight, uncovered. You'll notice the rib's got a darker tone to it. That's because most of the water got out of it. The salt did its job. Now, why we do this, it kind of focuses the flavor of the rib, and you're going to want to do that because, well, we're going to kind of drown them in barbecue sauce today. So, we got the ribs, we got to do some shit with them now. I'm going to take my favorite pan of all time, one with the goddamn grate. Preheat the oven. So we got the grate, got the oven preheating to 375. Moving the ribs over. And again, wash your hands before you do this shit. I don't wash my hands on camera because the last time I tried doing that I almost ended up drowning the camera. There we go. So, I got the oven about 375 right now. Hopefully. So let's do this thing over there. I'm gonna start working on the sauce. Fuck it, gonna crank the oven up to about 400. So, where the hell am I gonna do with the sauce? There we go. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. You can use whatever kind of barbecue sauce for this as you want, or you can make your own barbecue sauce if you know how to cook. I don't. So I use Bullseye Original barbecue sauce, because if... Here we go. And some onions. And we're going to go with... Where the fuck is soy sauce? You used to have soy sauce. Don't tell me. Oh, here we go. Soy sauce and vinegar. This is what I'm going to be making my sauce out of. It's apple cider vinegar, because of course it is. Get one of my bowls. Start salsing. And you guys get to watch me chop another fucking apple. And by apple I mean onion. It's my Alzheimer's kicking in. There we go. Like all the other times, this time we're just going to chop this bitch big. Come on. Oh, fucker. Come on. There you go. Pretty much going to be good enough. You're going to want the chunks big enough so you can pick them off when the time comes. And the time will come. Oh yes. We'll show them all. So, chopped up onion. Put all this shit in there. I just threw the ribs into a cold oven and I'll let it heat up as it goes. What we're trying to do in the oven with the ribs is kind of put a little scorch on them, because they're too damn big to actually pan fry. There we go. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Alright. Onions. Okay. And we got a bottle that's way stronger than I am. Ah, fucker. Vinegar? Vinegar does is it lets the rest of the flavors kind of get underneath all that meat. And a shitload of A1 sauce. And by A1 sauce I mean bullseye sauce. Come on. This is the kind of barbecue that specifies the flavor of the sauce over the flavor of the meat. Let me turn on the light. So, real barbecue takes hours and hours and requires shit like fire. This kind of barbecue requires a crock pot and a fuck ton of sauce to give it that barbecue flavor. The slang term for this kind of barbecue is a faux Q, because it's clever, get it? It's like fuck you, but with faux. Well, it goes for clever in states that invented truck nuts anyway. So there we go, we got 2. Fucker. We got 3. If you want to mix this up today before, go ahead, but it doesn't really fucking matter because it's all going into a crock pot for 4 hours, 5 hours. Oh yeah, this is one of those things that you gotta cook ahead of time. In fact, I said I'm using a crock pot, should have been your first clue. So that's 3, here comes number 4. It's kind of cool to watch the sauce oxidize, because it goes in there all brown and then turns red. Sure, that's healthy for you. There's no way that could possibly be bad. So right now we got vinegar in there, we got some sauce, and we got some onions. We're gonna flip these bitches upside down. That way when the time comes, we can take care of the rest. Some soy sauce in there, and the soy sauce will add all the salt you need, so there we go. Wooden spoon! Fuck it. Mix all that around. Get the soy sauce all up on everything like the refrigerator. And it's gonna be shit that we boiled the ribs in, or crock pot the ribs in. I'm not gonna get you guys when the ribs have started browning. Deuces. So this big motherfucker's the crock pot. I have no idea how big it is, but it is big enough, I assure you of that. The ribs are over there snapping and crackling in the oven, which means they're about done, and the house starts smelling like burnt pork. So, let's grab these fuckers. Alright. Right there. See how nice and brownish they got? They're in no way cooked at all. Like if you were to eat this, you'd probably get tapeworms and lose a whole bunch of pounds. But the good news is that outer layer of crust is what we're looking for. We're gonna just take these little bitches and find some tongs, because I'm not using the fucking oven gloves. Here we go. And just throw them in there. You're gonna want them as close to the bottom as possible, because the taller this pile is, the more sauce you're gonna have to use. Each one of these is about a serving size, right about there. Alright, so we got the ribs. Got the sauce. Just dump that shit on there. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's not going to be enough to cover them all, and that's expected. That's why we kept 2 of these bitches in reserve. Oh, Christ. Who the fuck seals these things? There we go. So today 5 of these actually did it. That's not bad. Turn the crock pot on high. Let them do their thing. And grab the tongs Move the ribs around a bit to make sure. Oh fuck. I got sauce all over me. We got sauce underneath each one of these little riblets. There we go. Underneath. Get under the sauce, you fucker. Alright. Cool. So, we got brown ribs, and they stayed in the oven for about 30 minutes. Crock pot on high. Take this fucker, put it somewhere where it won't start a fire, and talk to you all when it's ready to come out. Well, it's been about 4 fucking hours. Let's see how these little guys are doing. Nothing like a crock pot to get your house all nice and warm for the fucking summertime. Alright. Oh yeah! Look at all that sexy steam. Let's grab one of these. Alright, right, it's getting there. You see how the rib bones? Of course not. Of course you don't see how the fucking rib bones because I don't have the camera pointed at it. Alright. There we go. Fucker. Alright, see how these rib bones are pulling away from the meat? Or, well, the meat is pulling away from the rib bones? And there's the power cord for the camera. It is almost done. So we're going to put this on warm. And we're going to wait until the oven is ready to go because I got something else in there in it. So this thing's been sitting around for a better part of the day, and the meat is about ready. So let's see what we got. I'm gonna take the rib. Oh yeah, sauce and all. I'll put it on my favorite fucking tray over here, the one with the little lattice work. Now if you overcook these, you're gonna get pulled pork. If you undercook them, you're probably gonna get a pretty good stomach ache. Oh shit, no, you stay. Stay. Fucker. Oh, that's done. Only one way to check. We'll cut into it. Stay. There's still some fat on there. I'm gonna let it sit for another 30 minutes that night. What I'm trying to do is render all the fat out of it. Well, not all the fat, but a significant portion of it. So, it ain't done yet. Get back in there. These pieces aren't all the same size, but that's alright. Those are in a fucking crock pot. Take forever today to cook anyway. Alright, turn that to high. Put this back on there. And let it sit for another 30 minutes. Alright, operation. Let's see if these fucking things are done. Take 2. There goes the steam. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're done. They're beginning to fall apart. It's a little overdone, but again, pulled pork is better than bleeding out of the butthole, or flossing with a tapeworm from the butthole. Yeah, right about there. You're falling off the fucking bone good. Alright, so we got all these ribs, right? What the fuck are we gonna do with them? Well, here's where the secret comes in. I put them on that rack for a reason. Take a ladle, take some of that salsa, just cover them nice and thick on there, because the next stop is gonna be in the fucking oven for about 15-20 minutes. Now this preheated to 375. I hope I started with 5 pieces. It would be a shame to leave a thing behind. Yeah, okay, only 5. And Let's cook. There we go. Alright. Show you guys how it comes out when it's done. Alright, let's see how they are. Yeah, you know it's a good sign when the pan's warped. Boom! Ribs. What goes good with ribs? Motherfucking macaroni and cheese, baby. The way God intended. Look at that. Golden brown and ready to go. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We have fucking perfect rib. Falling off the bone good. Look at that bone. See? This comes right off. Little chunk of meat. And we got to put it in the oven for about 10-15 minutes at 400 degrees to glaze all that shit on there. That means all that sauce is the only thing holding that meat together. It's also why earlier we put it in the oven. We wanted to get that nice crust on there, on the meat, so when it gets this soft, it still maintains some structure. I'm gonna take that delicious fucking mac and cheese we just made and just put it on there. Fucking A. That thing went horrible. That went horribly wrong. The way God intended. There you go. Dig in, motherfuckers.